The average side hustle income is $1,215. Even if you have a really good salary, what would an extra 5K on the side, 10K on the side, 20K on the side or more do for you? Just additional 1 to 3 or 4 hours on the side can make you a couple $100 a month. Just because you have a job doesn't mean you're safe. Welcome back guys to another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about why you need to start a business or side hustle right now. Never has been a more perfect time with all the technology advancements and AI and opportunities out there. Ample opportunity for everyone to get the slice of the pie and take control of their life and their income with all the silliness that's happening in the corporate world. Welcome guys. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Preston Park. I'm a professional recruiter running my own recruitment agency. I started a little over 10 years ago, started from the bottom, joined an award-winning recruitment firm in New York City, literally worked my way up to the top, did $100,000 per month, $500,000 per year. And then I decided to take the ultimate bet on myself and start my own agency in 2015 and made over $5 million since then for myself. And now we're scaling and working with the best companies out there because we love what we do and we're very good at what we do. So happy to kind of share with you my thoughts as to why it's really important more than ever for people to start their own business. And when I say that, yes, it implies you can rip off the band-aid, do it full time, but you can also do something on the side, like have another supplemental income that can help support your full-time salary as well. There's no need to literally be reckless and rip off the band-aid and jump into the deep end. You can start smart, maintain and protect your salary, but start something on the side. So in terms of the first main point is just talking about job and future outlook, right? According to a study by LendingTree, 38% of Americans report having a side hustle. That's over a third, with 61% of these say that their life would be absolutely unaffordable without it. We see the numbers, guys: inflation, recession, home prices, interest rate. It just seems like we're just getting underwater globally, but also nationally every single day. And so even if you have a really good salary, what would an extra 5K on the side, 10K on the side, 20K on the side or more do for you? You and your family are probably huge, right? The average side hustle income is $1,215 per month from this study alone, though the median is just about 400. Even though 400 doesn't seem like a lot, if you extrapolate that out to a whole year, that's still an extra 5K cash in your pocket. The average income, 1,200, that's somebody's rent. That's somebody's mortgage. We're talking over like $11,000, $12,000 just from that. And we're not talking specifically about recruitment. It's just more generally across the country, right? Highlighting that for many, extra income is essential, not optional. So I think the traditional school of thought is that if you have a job, you're not making enough, you got to work hard and get promoted. There is a better way. Like, you can obviously do what you can to maximize your current job, but you can start something on the side. And it's never been easier with AI, technology, social media to make digital businesses, digital products, digital services, or starting more agencies like this or something SaaS related. There's so many options out there. I think if you had ever the itch to be entrepreneurial or to do something for yourself, now is the time to do it. Another study shows from Self Financials that 34.2% of side hustlers rely on their business income to cover basic costs, and 58.6% earn less than $200 per month, meaning traditional job income alone often isn't enough. And so if you're just relying on one stream of income, which is a traditional job, then it seems like the options are just not there and easy to get desperate or easy to get depressed. But what if like there's another opportunity on the side where it might not require you to spend another 5, 6, 7, 8 hours? What if just additional 1 to 3 or 4 hours on the side can make you a couple $100 a month, can make you maybe 1,000 or 2 or even more on the side? What honestly would that do for you? We're talking gas money, rent money, mortgage money, food, groceries. Like, it could just be an absolute game changer. Small business owners are absolutely bullish, meaning they're optimistic, with 69% being optimistic about their financial future because you're no longer relying on the whims and the emotions of your manager. You're no longer relying on the success or the fault of the CEO of your current employer. You can take control and dictate your future. 78% planning to grow in 2025, right? While many people are laid off or are just stuck in the job that they hate or think that they're at a dead-end job and that's going to be the fate of their lives forever, it doesn't have to be that way. You can take ownership right now. This basically suggests that entrepreneurship may offer more opportunity than just constrained traditional roles, which I've been kind of touching on time and time again. Another article from Business Insider highlights how corporate giants are downsizing thanks to AI and automation, reducing the paths for career progression and big jobs. In contrast, one-person unicorn businesses are becoming viable. Like, there's a lot of things to unpackage here. Like, right now in the corporate world in America, all we can hear about is just layoffs. Whether it's tech, finance, healthcare, legal, layoffs are just happening everywhere, from startups to enterprise companies. And that in and of itself will just get people really down and just very gun shy to get new jobs, let alone to leave their jobs, whether they love it or if they hate it, they just feel like they're kind of stuck, right? And what I'm trying to drive crystal clear on this slide, guys, is the transitioning away from the traditional mindset where like just because you have a job, it doesn't mean it's stable. Just because you have a job at an enterprise company, it doesn't mean stable. You know, and all the generations, our parents' generations and beyond, if you had a job at an investment bank or these enterprise companies, you could be a lifer, meaning like you could just have that job forever until you retire, but that is not happening anymore. Just because you have a job doesn't mean you're safe. And the ongoing layoffs are just a prime example of that you will just never feel stable. A job is no longer stable. So if you have a job, the question is, would you want to just wait until the hammer drops? Would you want to be blindsided uncontrollably without any foresight? You just want to be surprised? Or do you also want to just be proactive with your life and your future and start something now that can stabilize, that can hedge, that can be another stable source of income for you to support your life? Or perhaps it could become more where whatever happens in your job, you're still okay because you still got another stream of income coming in, right? And the crazy thing is, because of AI now and because of automation, one person unicorn is becoming a thing. People literally by themselves or a small team are able to become like multi-millionaires, build a company with business value exceeding $1 billion or higher. That was just never possible before traditionally, but now because of technology and the literally infinite scalability and how everyone's obsessed with AI, like it's easier and more affordable than ever to kind of start a business, create a product or service and scale it incredibly fast while keeping everything lean, minimum, and the profit margin super healthy. Lastly, startups built with AI powered tools, they don't require large teams. That's the beautiful thing about it, right? Traditionally, if you have a business and if you want to grow that business, they're like, oh, cool, we want more sales. That would typically mean you need to hire more people. You gotta have another person on payroll. You gotta have more health insurance. You gotta have more risk, more overhead. What if that hire doesn't end up working out? Huge risk to the business. Now that's not the case with AI, with AI agents. You can actually scale your business, improve your fulfillment, improve your funnel without having to have hiring a full-time person with a full-time salary to directly correlate it one-to-one. It's just such a golden era of business right now where you can grow your business like exponentially and your expenses and overhead doesn't correlate with it exponentially. It's so huge. It's a game changer. So like basically this shift enables more people to launch lean yet impactful and profitable ventures offering autonomy, innovation, absent in traditional corporate roles. So I think there are a lot of industries that are hiring right now. There are a lot are not. There are a lot of companies that are going through rapid growth. Real quick, if you ever thought about starting your own recruitment agency or you're a recruiter struggling to land clients, you'll want to check out our coaching and implementation program. Inside, I give you the exact scripts, the outreach templates, and acquisition systems I used to hit over $500,000 my first year, scale to over $100,000 months, and do over $5 million in placements on my own desk. Our students are already hitting $30,000, $50,000, even $80,000 per month or more. Many of them doing it part-time. So if you want to learn the same playbook, the link's below. It's exactly what I use. Now back to the video. So I think there are a lot of industries that are hiring right now. There are a lot are not. There are a lot of companies that are going through rapid growth. But regardless, the whole sentiment of a job equals safety and stability, I challenge you guys, if you believe that, that is no longer holding true. People who thought they were safe are now unemployed looking for a job. People who thought they were safe just got laid off yesterday, right? So like the whole point is, do you want to keep playing this reactive hamster wheel, or do you want to finally try to like have a side hustle, a project, start your own business on the side? You don't need to like have aspirations to do it full time, but at least it gives you an option so that when the hammer drops and you're blindsided and maybe you lose your job, you don't have to be reacting from a state of desperation, making zero income. You can still have something that can help you for the time being, and you can go get another job. It can stabilize you, or maybe you can focus more energy on that, help your little side hustle baby become a full-time business and support you and your family moving forward. The next is it's incredibly easier, but most importantly, more affordable to start a business. 33% of small businesses launch with under $5,000. For me to launch an agency, which from a business model standpoint is one of the most affordable businesses that you can start, I started mine with less than $2,000. And in my first year, I made $524,000 for myself. I went from 2K in the red to 524 in the green, right? And 64% of people start their business with less than $10,000. And this is something that I talked about before. Be careful of services where you buy a business or franchises where you're thinking about coughing up $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 to buy a business. You got to be damn sure that your training, the technology, the relevancy, the demand of that business is constant and it's going to continue to grow. Contextualized to more recruiting spaces. Like I'm seeing a lot of people stuck in a situation, a huge financial hole where the support's lacking, the training's lacking, the technology's lacking, the people on the team team, it's lacking, and it's just going to be really difficult to get out of it. So the whole point here is that with AI, with technology, with the rate that it's improving and growing, it's cheaper now than ever to start a business. Similarly, most people rely on personal savings rather than external funding. About 78% of founders fund via savings. That's actually, I wasn't even that because I had no money. I actually just borrowed my fiance's credit card for about $2,000. But the whole point here is I want to make it crystal clear that starting a business doesn't have to be expensive. It could be $5,000 or less. And if you have savings, that's a great testing ground for you to try new ideas and run with it. With technology and AI, just to kind of sound again like a broken record, it's just never been easy to run more of a lean side hustle or a business affordably. You don't have to think about doing exorbitant fees. You don't have to think about opening up hardcore actual brick and mortar offices or having a team on payroll. There's so much more affordable alternatives to hiring, to physical spaces, to expensive fees today than it was 5-10 years ago, right? And that's why I'm just so bullish on people starting and taking the bet on themselves. If there's a chance to do something for yourself, now is a chance to do it literally right now. It's the golden era of online home-based businesses where all you literally need is a brain, a phone, a computer, internet, and the risk has been small. The risk has never been this small ever. You don't have to hire someone. You don't have to go and open up a physical location over office space. You can just literally sit at your home right now and start something. It's just mind-boggling. In terms of profitability and growth, we're talking about high profit rates. About 65.3% of small businesses are profitable in 2025. That is literally insane. In the US, 80% of owners rate their business health as good or very good, and 79 to 80% feel optimistic about the future. So when you're thinking about the startup cost is 10K, 5K or less, and you're able to go out there and execute on a proven business model, like you don't, or even something that you're testing out, you don't need that many recurring customers to break even, let alone make a profit. And so because of the expenditures being so low, the capital expenses being so low, your risk significantly lower than what it was 5-10 years ago. It's so much easier to be in the green. That will give you a lot more confidence and fortitude to be like, you know what, I can do this. I can believe in myself and even go. 79 to 80% feel optimistic about their future, where if we were to take the same survey 5-10 years ago, it'd be completely different, significantly lower. Solo entrepreneurs range about almost $50,000 a year, which is huge. That's a full-time salary, right? Would you rather be stuck in a 50K job that you hate, that you thought was stable, that's no longer stable, you can literally get fired anytime, or make 50K for yourself and now you're calling the shots, you're calling and driving your future income and lifestyle, with the help of a tax accountant or CPA, you can get some tax savings there and still live a similar lifestyle, or even better, where one, you don't have to answer to anybody, just to yourself. Firms with 1 to 4 employees average $387,000 a year, and those with 10 to 19 average about $2 million a year or more. Again, these are more general figures, not just contingent on recruitment space. Depending on the specific businesses, numbers can skew. So for example, if you're looking to start a recruitment agency on the direct placement side, one placement conservatively is $20,000 to $40,000. In most markets, you're probably looking at $40,000 to $80,000, depending on the roles, the seniority of it, etc. And so for me to contextualize what 50K means, that we're looking at one placement, or to be more safe, about 2 placements in a 1-year time span in recruitment. And all of a sudden, that number seems a lot smaller and more feasible in terms of a target and a goal that you can achieve. In terms of survival trends, 80% now of small businesses survive their first year, which is completely different than what we were told and taught growing up 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, how 90% of businesses fail in their first year. 80% of small businesses survive their first year, 70% make it to year 2, 50% reach it to 5 years, with about a third last a decade or more. You shouldn't be scared of this. 80% surviving the first year, 70% year 2, you get smarter, you learn more over time. You got this. Imagine if it said 50% companies fail their first year or 40% succeed in their first year. I'd be a lot more worried about that and a lot more cautious. But if it's 80, 70%, don't care about 5 years, a decade from now. Make that money now, learn, get smarter, evolve over time, and you'd be surprised. Wow, I can do this. Last but not least, let's talk about AI and technology. AI saves small businesses between 20 hours per month and approximately $500 to $2,000 monthly, freeing resources to invest and time to invest in growth, process improvements, marketing, or other key activities of the business. In recruiting, AI is not going to become a recruiter. It's going to help recruiters be able to really outsource and not think and worry about the mundane tasks that we have to deal with every single day. For example, on the client acquisition side, for me to reach out to 20, 30 companies 10 years ago would take me almost the whole day. Now, not even a couple minutes, because it's fully automated, hands off. And now I can reach out to not just 20, 30, but maybe 50, 100 or more without additional time. Completely a game changer. And now for me as a business owner and operator, later, I can focus more of my time on the activities that actually matter, driving revenue, doing sales, focusing on activities like hiring and scaling, where otherwise I wouldn't have time to do any of that. The interest in AI-powered side hustles, they jumped 28% in the past year. No surprise there, with over half of side hustlers planning to use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and 43% believing AI boosts productivity, right? It's already happening. According to the Washington Post, AI is also lowering the barriers of technical skills, capital, and geography, empowering Americans to turn domain expertise into entrepreneurships even without coding. It's easier now than ever. I think it was a lot easier now with YouTube and Google, but now with AI there, you can go from a complete noob, uneducated, unknowledgeable about a certain topic to ramping up and being able to be proficient in that subject area relatively fast or much quicker than before because AI, because of ChatGPT, because of these tools that can literally get access and give you real-time data immediately so that you can learn and get that feedback loop way accurate, way faster, way more robust than the simple Google search or a YouTube video, right? A survey by Active Campaign also revealed that 77% of small business owners believe AI enhances confidence in their work quality, while 75% says it helps them compete with larger firms. AI is the great equalizer, and I couldn't agree with this more. The reason why there's a one-person unicorn that exists, where larger businesses can't even make a fraction of that business enterprise value-wise or revenue, is because they're fully inefficient, they're not optimal, they're hiring and scaling the old traditional way, where AI allows people, beginners, small teams, solo, to be able to really reach that ramp up of like the output cadence of a small mid-sized team fast because of the infinite scalability of technology, the affordability to get ramped up, the accessibility of knowledge, information for you to learn and be able to condense that a lot faster. Like, this is why I'm saying with the time of AI, there's no better time to invest in yourself because the opportunity is there and more people are going to jump and start a business for themselves. But with the technology and affordability, like, you just have to have the conviction in yourself that you can do it. And even if you can't do it, you're going to be fine. We're not talking about 50K, 100K, 200K to start businesses. We're talking about 2K, 3K, 5K, maybe 10K max. If you lose that, worst case scenario, you will be okay, right? And don't bet the barn. Don't be reckless with your money. Like, obviously have savings if you can, have a nest egg as you can. If you have a job, even though if you hate it, keep it. Milk and maintain that salary, save as much as possible, and then use your time on the side, guys, to be able to test new products, test new businesses, because if you never fail, one thing will hit sooner than later, right? But if you try an idea and you give up and you're never going to do it again, you're just never going to get to that ownership opportunity where, like, wow, I can actually support my lifestyle, support my family's lifestyle, achieve my dream lifestyle if you quit, right? So don't give up, believe in yourself. But I hope that this video clearly shows you with a lot of the trends that are happening right now and how affordable and easy and just the low risk, you got this. And I challenge all of you guys to believe in yourself, take that leap of faith, because the people that are doing it, if they don't stop, they never give up, you know, they'll be able to achieve the goals that you want. They'll be able to live the lifestyles that you dream of. And if they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. So I love AI. I'm excited to see the potential of how it evolves. I'm excited to always figure out like better applications to use technology and AI to make myself as a recruiter better, to make my agency more optimized and efficient, to be able to utilize, you know, other ways that I can kind of become smarter and learn and grow even as a human being and in the knowledge that I have. And so I hope that, you know, this video was able to help. We'd love to also hear from you. If you're using AI in creative ways or starting businesses, please comment down below. But I hope you enjoy this and we'll see you on the next one.